Our game is Anomaly. This is a first-person survival horror game which takes place at the bottom of the ocean. The player finds themselves trapped and is tasked with finding a way to call for help. It is then that they realize they are not alone. The goal in the game is to establish contact with the surface. You do this by switching on a number of radio transmitters spread out amongst the ocean. In order to find these radio transmitters, you must first follow their power cables, which are connected to the laboratory. The more transmitters you turn on, the more electricity the generators will use to support them, and the more electricity supporting the transmitters, the less electricity there is to supply the lights surrounding the laboratory, and the darker the area becomes, which renders you more vulnerable to the entity. The entity is a mysterious creature that acts as the main threat to the player. The entity plays on the player's fear of the unknown, hunting the player from the shadows. The entity is capable of killing the player in a single strike. However, the player can exploit the entity's sensitivity to light to scare it away, either by using their helmet light at close range, or by using their supply of flares as more of an effective tactic. The entity will circle the player waiting for an opportunity to strike. It will be more likely to attack in the darkness when the player's back is turned. The player will have to rely mostly on sound to detect the entity. The entity emits a sound that is picked up by the player's suit that becomes more louder and frequent as the distance between them closes. Visual contact is kept to a minimum, as the player only sees the movement of the entity, like dust being kicked up from the ground. Along with the entity, the player also has to manage the air supply. Only a certain amount can be held and will require regular refills at the laboratory. In addition to standard controls, the player is also able to use an air burst to quickly thrust the player a short distance at the cost of a small amount of oxygen. We are a group of 5, including 3 artists, 1 programmer, and an audio engineer. We hope you will give us the opportunity to develop our idea. Thank you.